Good morning. So I'm on the roof, I'm hoofing it, and I'm just showing you what the clouds are like at this time of the morning. And I don't know if you can hear the breeze, but the fresh breeze from the Tema port, which is the sea just down there, which is only about 10 minutes down there. The fresh breeze coming that way, plus the natural breeze that's in the air, makes it a really good time to spadasize. You see what I mean? Just nothing extreme, just, light spadasizing, just walking up and down and just, tensing in the muscle and then just breathing. You don't have to tense the muscles of anywhere if you don't want to, but every morning you just want to get a nice little stretch. You just want to get a nice massage, because that's what a massage is for, to stretch your muscles. But the problem is, people think you have to pay someone to come and give you a massage, or that your partner has to give you a massage. But the best massage that will never injure you in any way is you tensing your muscle as hard as you can, or as soft as you can, or as medium as you can, but you control. Listen, when you learn to use muscle tensioning to build your muscles, you will never tear a muscle, because you will never tense past. Do you see what I mean? You will always do what's right to gain muscle, but you will never ever tear your Achilles ankle, or your Achilles tendon, or your this or your that or your that tendon, because you're putting just the right amount of pressure that your body can muster up. And if your body does go up in power, then the muscles will also go up in power, so your body is always matching it. Do you see what I mean? So it's not only that, but like I said, it is not an exercise. Spadasizing is not an exercise. It is for you to literally build your body using the 4 natural elements that are you. So the you I see, the physical person I see, that's the earth of you. That's the vegetation, the greenery you see, the food you eat. They come together to form that shape of you. So that's the earth of you, one. Inside that, the soft tissue and everything, that's made possible by 80% water. You're only 20% of the earth of you, and you're 80% of water. So water is filled into that. And then the air that you're breathing, the breeze that I'm telling you about, it fills the missing gaps. Your anatomy is drawn like this, the human body, and then there are veins, there are veins and arteries, and you will see on one side you got red, on the other side you got blue. The breeze I'm talking about, that's what the blue is. Rich oxygenated blood. Oxygen is the air I'm talking about. Do you see what I mean? So by standing on your tippy toes, like I'm doing, you're activating the muscles all the way to the bottom of you. Not just the muscles, the nerves, but you're telling the body that I need energy there, because whenever the muscle is activated, energy is given. So you're telling the body I need energy here. By doing that, you're telling the body that I need energy all the way to the tippy fingers. You're telling the body that. So you're working from your tippy fingers to the back of your neck to the tip of your toes. You're working the whole body. And your body only knows to give energy where energy is required. Think about that. Your body only knows to give energy where energy is required. And where would the energy be required? Where the muscles are being worked. So when you're stood on your flat feet, you're not working any muscles. But when you go on your tippy toes, now you're working your whole lower body and back. And you're stood off your sciatica nerve, 90%. yeah, of the causes of all back pain or back-related pain issues. There is no cure, only pain relief. Yeah, because they're not telling you, okay, the problem is you've been stepping on your sciatica nerve and that is injuring you, but get off that. You can, just Spadasize, just get off your sciatica nerve. That will ease the pain, and that would eventually help the sciatica nerve to repair itself if you add the right food, the right water, air, and sun. Because they can't sell you these things. The greatest medication in the world, the absolute air, and I'm getting it for free. Imagine if they could just sell it to me the way they sell me paracetamol. The greatest growth hormone in the world, the sun, and in a minute it's going to burst from that. I was actually waiting for the sunshine so I can make a video to my son and say, my sunshine, good morning. And then I decided to carry on talking to you, because then the gray skies, the grays came and took over. But the sun is there waiting to burst out. But you see all this gray, it came out of nowhere. Spadasizing came out of nowhere. Yeah, but you understand what I'm saying? Do you see what I mean? You have to activate every part of your body in order for every part of your body to receive the energy to make you motion efficient. Motion efficient. Because when the car is moving, is making use of every bit of energy the petrol gives it. So when your body moves, it should be making use of the food you eat, of the water you drink, of the air you breathe, and the sun you've taken in. It should be combining these four and giving you the ultimate liquid to air to gas infusion of fuel for you to then power yourself. And because the human body is like my son's favorite lizard, the axolotl. Yeah, I'm gonna call it the axolotl. Yeah, the axolotl is a lizard which lives in the water, and get this, it is able to regenerate its body parts. It is able to metamorphosize. The human body, you are a living metamorphosis. From baby you've been metamorphosizing, and eventually you're going to see who you are. But we never stop metamorphosizing. But the axolotl is able to lose body parts and regenerate them. Still part of metamorphism. But the human is no different. You're metamorphosizing. You're growing. But in order to do so, you need to add the right foods. To do so properly, you need to add the right water, air, and sun to get the ultimate juice to help you metamorphosize into the butterfly you are possibly meant to be. Do you see what I mean? Now, most exercises, they target one body part at a time. So the 100% of you, they're targeting just 10%. Let's say if each body part was worth 10%, they're targeting just 10%, wasting 90% of your energy. So you're doing your arms, you're on the dumbbells, you're doing your arms, you're stood flat on your feet on your sciatica nerve. You've added weights to your body, pushing you down on your back heel on your sciatica nerve. And now you're just doing the arm, just the bicep. You're just going, just the bicep, less than 10% of the arm. You're just doing that, putting all that pressure on 90% of your body. How about you stand up on your tippy toes, off your sciatica nerve, instead of holding the dangle in a clenched position, which is wrong, because if you make a blow clench, yeah, see how many muscles you've activated. You can feel it yourself. Now, spread your palms as wide as you can and tense as hard as you can, just the same way you make a blow. See how many you've activated. You've activated almost the whole arm. Because every muscle in your arm travels to the tippy fingers, travels there, makes its way there. So by activating them at the tippy fingers, you will activate them everywhere. So instead of holding a dumbbell that makes you clench, hold one that makes you open your palms. And already you can see you can lessen the load and still get triple the impact you will get. Do you see what I mean? Less is better. Why? Because you can lift air. Less is better. If you tense, you can lift air, and less is better. You won't injure yourself. Do you see what I mean? So just imagine. I'm telling you, this is how it was meant to be. You see children. Between 4:30 and 5, all the way to 7, they shouldn't be doing nothing. All they should be doing is running around in the courtyard. Between those times, they shouldn't be doing nothing. They should just be allowed out, especially when the weather's like this. They should just be allowed out to just run around. Look at this guy, yeah? He's jogging or he's going for a light walk. He's about 6 foot something. You won't see him. Okay, you might see him, but yeah, in red and black, which is the color of death, because the color of life is red and blue. Rich oxygenated blood. Congealed blood is red and black. Death. He's walking on his sciatic nerve, but aggressively. Over years, that will cause him back pain. But anyway, yeah. Where was I? Yeah, the axolotl, innit? The human, you metamorphosize, you change, but you have to change from the lowest part of you to the highest part of you to the widest part of you. Do you see what I mean? The widest part of you is your tippy fingers. The lowest part of you is your tippy toes. The highest part of you is the top of your head. You have to grow. And when you look at the channel for red and blue, the channels in your body, the two most important channels, which is blood and oxygen, rich oxygenated blood. When you look at these two channels, they go from your brain all the way down your neck, yeah, all the way down your arms, all the way down your spinal column, all the way down, and then divided onto the left and onto the right, all the way down to the tippy toes on both left and right. The channels for red and blue, the channel for air and blood. You understand what I'm saying? In the morning, all we should be doing is concentrating on life, concentrating on taking in life. That's the truth. Because we're not here for nothing else. People actually think we're here to go to school. No, we're here to live life. Everything else is secondary to living life. Don't forget that. We're not here to go to school. We're not here to go and work at the banks. We're not here to make money. We're actually here to live. Do you see what I mean? And we should be putting living and life back in the forefront. That's what we should be doing. People think you can't live because you're not educated, but it's not right. You can't be educated because you're not living. That is actually the right one. You need to live in order to be able to do anything. And we're not putting emphasis on life. All the way from your brain. What do you think happens when you oxygenate your brain oxygenate your heart, oxygenate your body, everything. What do you think happens? What do you think happens when you oxygenate life? You enrich life. And what happens when life is rich? Life is very intelligent. That's what people do not realize. Life is very intelligent because life holds the answers to all your questions. Life holds the patterns to all inventions. Life holds the answers to everything you want. Life. It holds so much richness within it, but you have to access it. You have to access it. There's my friend there, Augusta, little girl there. Yeah, Augusta, get this. The other day, she was walking. She got to the mirror, and the mirror just shattered. So the back, I can't see if you. She's limping. Can you see that? Okay. That's because the mirror shattered and it cut the back of her leg, the back of it. So you could say it was going for Achilles tendon. Do you see what I mean? It was going for that. But still, some things got, a bit messed up. They took her to the hospital and they patched her up quickly. Yeah? But they didn't patch her up properly because she's finding it difficult. It's been a few months now and she's finding it difficult. And she's not careful, she will remain with that little limp that she's got. Do you see what I mean? If she's not careful. But get this, to allow that area to heal properly, imagine if Augusta could be persuaded to walk on her heels. Sorry, to walk on her tippy toes and get off her heels. So to put less pressure on the injury or on the injured area, allowing the injured area to heal. Because get this, even if something is not put into place right, if you allow the thing, in terms of human beings, if you allow it to still go ahead and heal itself and give it a proper means for healing itself, it will still heal to the point where it won't pain you no more, even though it's contoured. But if you don't give it that opportunity, it will never heal. Do you see what I mean? Get this. Let me show you something. Why do you think, listen, we're talking about intelligence, we're talking about cleverness. Why do you think thieves, when they're so close to the prize, they go on their tippy toes? One, yeah, you're more balanced. You're stepping on less ground. You're stepping on less ground. Less likely you will make a mistake. Because the more of your foot you have on the ground, the more likely you will step on something. But the less you have on the ground, the more likely that you can avoid things. You'll be more dexterous. Yeah? So, also, a thief needs to look over. If you're stood flat, you're shorter. If you're stood on your tippy toes, you're taller. So all the skills a thief needs that makes you the best at what you do is hidden within this one movement. Intelligence, motion efficiency. But get this, let's take it one step further. The ibex goat, all it is, it walks on its hooves. It walks like that, yeah? And because it walks on its hooves, the ibex goat will climb any mountain. Why? Because it's walking on its hoof means it automatically trains every muscle and is very dexterous and very strong. Because of this, the ibex hoof is able to maneuver itself around just about any feat that the human could not even dream of. So some of the areas where the ibex goat will go will make a human so dizzy. they'll drop, or to take in minerals, salt minerals, which help them to develop their bones and make their bones stronger, to be able to withhold, to be able to withhold the weight of their muscles, which are strong. Do you see what I mean? They spend time under the sun, they drink good water, they eat good food. We know goats have the best digestive systems out there. We know that. Do you see what I mean? They take time to digest their food properly. Properly, goats. Do you see what I mean? So these strong animals. So get this. I'm going to end here. Yeah, watch this. You see that little limp? Yeah. That little limp could easily start making you less mobile. Yeah. And therefore you start putting on weight. Next thing you know, you're fat. And when you become fat with that injury, you become less and less mobile. Do you see what I mean? But where was I? So the last one. Yeah, the last one. Get this, yeah. Every book you've ever read, every Marvel book you've seen, this, that, rah. Think about it this way. You see the baddies? They were all sent by the devil. The baddies are always sent by the devil. Look at how scary some of them are. The monsters, the this, but get this, they are not the master. These are the master's toys. And you see how scary the master's toys are. But you see the master himself, he's a goat. The master himself is a goat. Why? Because a goat is the only animal in the world that will take on anything. Yeah, a goat is the only animal in the world that will take on anything. Even a kid goat thinks it can fight anything. It will see the biggest elephant and it will stand there rearing up to it. It will see the biggest mountain and it will stand there and try and climb it. Listen, a goat doesn't care, innit? A goat is strong and it knows it's strong. A goat is a motion efficient machine, and the goat knows it. That every action it takes, it works itself. So why should you lazy fat thing who doesn't use motion to efficiency, who doesn't have that intelligence, why should you be able to stand up to it? So a goat, even a kid goat, will just stand up on his rear hands and go, what? Do you see what I mean? The devil's chasing perfection, but the devil doesn't want to work for perfection. So it puts itself in the shape of perfection, so it can stand up and rear up to even the impossible. The devil knows he will lose because the goat knows eventually he'll be food. The goat knows that eventually he'll be food, but it doesn't care. You get me? While it is not food, yeah, don't get it twisted, innit? Simple as that. While I'm not food, don't get it twisted. Think about it. All those monsters you see that have Superman, yeah, you know, getting his kryptonite out and committing suicide. Their boss is a flipping goat. What's next? 24, let's do this one. Yeah, it's all about Spadas, isn't it? It's all about Spadas. There's a Spadas world. We, like I said, rich oxygenated blood also makes you intelligent. You know what I mean? I was waiting for the sunshine. I was waiting to show you the burst of freshness. But some clouds, some dark clouds are moving. It's mad. But the sun will still come through. Let me go and get some breakfast. So breakfast now is going to be some ginger juice with honey and lime, just to align my stomach with the right natural acids to help aid in later digestion. So that's the first drink I'm going to, cough down, and then after that, we won't go too much on the milks and this and that and that. You understand what I'm saying? Because boom things. So after that, we're going to then get some natural spicy meal to eat in the morning. You get me? You should eat all your heavy foods early, and then you'll be able to use the energy to digest and also work it through the day. And then coming late in the evening, you should be easing down on the heavies. So we should be eating our heavy meals first thing in the morning when our energy levels are high. Can you see the sun? It's just there, like, look. Just there, waiting to just... You get me? So that's what I'm going to do. Get my energy levels up. And in the evening, I'll Spadasize again. And then boom things. You get me? I might just go and get some cocoa. Yeah, one.